Strategic HRM. First of all, what is strategic HRM? Strategic HRM or people strategy is about creating a coherent framework for employees to be hired, managed, and developed to support an organization's long term goals. It helps ensure that the various aspects of people management work together to drive the behavior and climate to meet performance targets. It focuses on long term people issues, matching resources to the future needs, and large scale concerns about the structure, quality, culture, values, and commitment. It must be a response to the evolving nature of work itself, which is explored in our profession for the future work. There is no single HRM strategy that can deliver success to all the cases. There is no one size fit all. Organizations must define their own unique strategy according to their specific context, culture, and objectives. People professionals are instrumental in supplying their expertise to understanding organizational circumstances and designing workforce workforce pipelines that reflect stakeholders' demands. What is strategic human resource management? That is SHRM. Strategic human resource management or SHRM is a process of managing human resources that links the workforce with the core strategies, objectives, and goals of an organization. It focuses on the following aspects of operations. Number one, ensuring practices that foster flexibility and give a competitive advantage to the organization. Number two, building a cultural fit for the organization. Number three, ensuring superior business performance. Since it is essentially a contemporary approach to the human resource management, the HR department has to play a key role in making SHRM successful. HR managers need to gain a deeper understanding of SHRM in order to be an active partners in creating companies' policies and implementing them. Strategic HR management can be integrated into various functions, including hiring, training, and rewarding the workforce for their performance. The SHRM approach finds ways for the HR personnel to make a positive and direct contribution to the company's growth. There has to be a strategic plan related to every employee's development and retention in sync with the long term business goals of the organization. In the modern world, especially in the post pandemic era, it is not easy for all businesses to overcome HR challenges. There are various components of the HR ecosystem that can be confusing for employers and lead to ineffective decisions. Consequently, there could also be loss of productivity and a slowdown of the business growth. Now, framework. The human resource management framework recognizes that major shifts have taken place in human resource management, its policies, and programs. A new framework is required to provide an up to date guidance on the practical implementation and implication of the recent trends, including the introduction of revised compensation package for the international and local employees to enhance fairness, equity, and competitiveness. The philosophy underlying the framework is based on the principles of principles emanating from the provisions of the Article 101 of the Charter of United Nations. This is particularly true in respect of policies adopted by HRM in United States. Similarly, for Indian companies also, it has to be oriented. Orientation has to be given. Now, focus on the framework. The human resources management framework can be described as A. Staff centered, B. Strategic, and C. Result based. It provides the conceptual basis for the relationship between the excellent organization results, human resources management function, and that is staff centered. Furthermore, it highlights the strategic role of the human resources management, that is, those functions which help to maximize existing and future human resource capacity to meet organizational's goal. The best, the framework suggests that those human resources management functions best able to influence staff performance and organizational results should be closely aligned. That's very important. Closely aligned under the rubric of talent management and should focus on building individual staff member, its competencies, assigning, developing, and retaining talent to achieve high performance levels. Finally, the framework updates the principles and outcomes associated with human resource management and its functions. The addition of outcomes and the indicators is intended to promote the active participation of the human resources management function in the policy, planning, and strategic change management decisions in the organizations, its contexts, etc. Now, we understand why strategic HRM policy is very important. It takes into account the present, it takes into account where the company stands today and where it wants to go. It also takes into account the environment and it takes into account the present staff of the organization and how we need to develop them.